What is going on, peasants? My name is JB and I'm back here today with the next part of our A to Z series, and today we're going to be taking a look at every normie's favorite Pokemon, the iconic Charizard. Charizard is obviously one of the most iconic Pokemon of all time, but it's also a very good Pokemon inside of Pokemon Unite and is also one of my most played mons and honestly one of my highest win rates too. So big fan of Charizard and all it does in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at my preferred build on the Zard. We're gonna start things off with our Buddy Barrier. It's just the best item in the game. No reason not to use it. Scope Lens allows Charizard to pump out a ton of damage. It crits with its auto attacks. You're spamming your auto attacks constantly with Charizard, especially with your Unite move. It just burns on top of crits. Just massive damage coming out from your auto attacks. And then you have your Muscle Band so you can make your auto attacks even stronger. It's not exactly like this auto attacks you're used to where like it has a specific like range or whatever, like a little circle indicator or anything. No, it's just like a little, it has honestly a really weird range on its auto attacks, but they work really well. It burns a ton. You have to be pretty close. Like honestly, it's one of the more close range auto attacks in the game, if not the closest range auto attack in the game. But the burns and the crits and just the overall damage really rack up, especially when you combine its abilities, which we'll get to in a little bit. Other options on Charizard, for more fun builds, you can run an energy amp, and it does actually stack pretty darn well. So you can do that if you're trying to have a little bit of fun excuse me, Jesus, and not taking the game too seriously. You can stack with it a little bit. Razor Claw is an option, but you don't really need it. I mean, Focus Band is just good, but for the most part, Muscle Band, Scope Lens, Buddy, you're pretty fine. It's just the generic carry build, so just roll with that. For progression, Charizard is a 159 progression, meaning it's pretty rough to get Charizard in lane, but if you're jungling, you should have it around the time of first Dreadnought, especially if you're able to get a KO in lane or score in lane. That really will help you. So I'd highly recommend you play Charizard in jungle, but if you're not able to get it, just play, I don't want to say passive as Charmander. Just really pick your fights and mostly go for stills with Fire Spin until you're able to get the 5 and you get your Flamethrower or Fire Punch. But until then, it's pretty rough going as Charmeleon or Charmander. So just be really careful if you're playing it in lane. Of course, if you're playing it in jungle, you don't have to worry about that. Just on your ganks, try to get a KO if you can, and if you can, score. That will really help you. Almost guarantee you get your 9 before Dreadnought. Speaking of level up moves, level 1 doesn't really matter. Flame Burst is probably, it's more damage, but Fire Spin is a better secure. Just pick one. It doesn't really matter. You'll get 3 before you really need to worry about it. So not a huge decision here. All right, here's the only real decision on Charizard in my opinion: Flamethrower versus Fire Punch. I much prefer Flamethrower, but Fire Punch still has its merits. It gives you a dash, which is very nice, and just any dash is good. It does okay damage. I believe it does a little bit of knockup as well. Maybe that's only the plus version. Oh yeah, it shows. So it does do a little bit of knockback. It's nothing crazy, but it's there. It's mostly just there as a dash and just a more melee focused build. It's not bad per se. It's just I think Flamethrower is better. It does more damage, increases your movement speed for a short time, and also causes burns, and is just yeah, it's the damage, like you really rack up a lot of damage on burn targets, especially with your basic attacks. So yeah, Charizard phenomenal. So Flamethrower is my preferred build, and then Fire Blast, Flare Blitz, it's really no choice. Fire Blast is just better in pretty much every conceivable way. It's big AoE damage, and it does a lot of AoE damage, especially when you get your level 13, but it also slows opponents inside it and also burns. So again, you're just racking up that burn damage, racking up that crit damage, racking up that basic attack damage. So Fire Blast is the easy choice. Flare Blitz can be fun on stacking builds. It gives you a shield, which does stack with attack weight. So if you are stacking with Charizard, play Flare Blitz. That's like the one time it's decent. So if you're trying to have a little bit more fun, you can get away with some stuff like that. It's not the best move. It's also annoying because it's a targeted dash. Like if you just got the dash for free with it, then it would be good. It's like Talonflame Aerial Ace. So you have to have a target to actually hit something. I just don't think it's that good. If you like it, sure, but Fire Blast is pretty much better in every conceivable way. And then Charizard's Unite move, Seismic Slam, is one of the absolute best in the game. You can just take someone out of a fight, just go in the back line, grab a squishy, and just delete squishies, delete supports, delete speedsters. It's an incredible Unite move, and it charges super fast. So get your Unite move, use it on cooldown. As soon as you get your Unite move, use it on cooldown. It's a Pokemon that you can honestly kind of get away with a later into the game unite. I think the latest I would ever consider doing is like 320. You might be able to get it back around that time if you're able to farm enough. If you're in a coordinated team and your team will let you farm, you can probably get away with doing it around 315, 320. I wouldn't really do it much later than that, but you can unite a lot with this Pokemon. So you have it, spam it. Just use it. Just use it. There's no reason not to use this Pokemon Unite. There's nothing really to say before. It's not a great security. It's basically just used to delete. You just win a 1v1, have it again later, have it again like literally within a minute or two, minute and a half. It's a very fast charging Unite move. So get it, use it often, and that's pretty much the playstyle on Zard. Let's go ahead and hop in and see if we can't do some Zard things. All right, let's see what we can do. Got ourselves a squad. Got some defenders. Got a defender. Got a couple damage dealers. Got an all-rounder. Yeah, we got pretty much all we can ever ask. So I guess we got 2 all-rounders, technically speaking. All right. We were able to procure Jungle Charizard. You'd love to see it. That guy really wanted to take that, so I will be taking my Corphish first. That Absol really wanted to steal my Lillipup there, so glad I went where I did. Heckin' yikes, dude. Alright, we gotta come up with something to talk about during jungling phase, especially when we're gonna be jungling, so I don't know, man. Jungling is it's a bit weird. Zard is a Pokemon that doesn't need jungle, but it is infinitely better in jungle than it is in lane. The main part of Charizard's kit is his Unite move, and you want to get your Unite move as soon as possible, so therefore jungle. And also, it really struggles in early lane fights because it just has absolutely no range. Speaking of no range, you're going to be going Flamethrower. It gives it a little bit of range, and a decent bit of burst damage. Fire Punch is nice for the dash, but I just think Flamethrower has overall better damage output and just fits with Charizard's playstyle better. Allows you to be a little bit more, not necessarily mobile, but a little bit more, I don't know. It's just more damage, dude. At the end of the day, it is plain and simply just more damage, and that's what we're going for. Of course, on a damage build. So we'll be taking out one guy here. We should be able to get this dude as well, hopefully. I mean, his auto attacks still hurt, and I'm going to die. Dude, don't jump in front of me, man. You're gonna get me killed. What is my Jigglypuff doing? All right. That's a play you can make. That's really bad that we weren't able to get a score there. We were able to get a KO, which is nice, but we're not gonna get our. We're probably not even gonna be 8 by the time we get the bottom lane because we didn't score. It's really annoying because you want to be able to. You definitely want to get a KO on your first gank, but you really need to score. Like scoring is what gives you like your extra boost, so you can definitely get 9 before Dread. But yeah, it's pretty hard if you don't score. Pretty darn hard, especially when your Jigglypuff is kind of just not laning with your laner. That's also pretty tough. And it also seems my Absol's now abandoning the lane. All right, I mean, I don't blame him. His Jigglypuff's not helping him. I mean, first off, we still have a Jigglypuff at 740. That should not happen. That should just not be a thing. All right, I guess we're all 5 going to be bottom lane. Another thing that just should not happen. All right, I guess we're abandoning Rotom this game, boys. All right. What's this guy doing? Like, he goes into the jungle and then doesn't take anything. Like, I'm so confused as to what this player's doing, but he's playing the game his way. You know what? More power to him, man. Look, all I'm saying is if we don't win this Dreadnought, I'm literally reporting all of these guys. We better heckin' win this Dreadnought. Speaking of, I'm gonna be right at 9, so very, very close to 9. Maybe if I can manage to 1v1 this War Portal real quick, I can full heal out of that. I'm so stupid. Oh my, Sham tied to that dude, really? Ooh, that's really bad. And there's the Grin. I need this kill. Okay. Come on. Give it to me. All right, there we go. I can maybe still win. I can maybe still fight this. I need to take out Grin first. All right, we get Grin first. I can kill this guy too. I don't have full heal. Well, we got the Dragonair too. All right, so we got 3. Pikachu got him, but still, we did most of the damage there. Oh man, we did so much there. All right, we really need my team. All right, my Machamp's popping off, doing big things in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, these guys decided that Rotom is more important than a Dreadnought. That when we literally have bottom lane broken, they decided that a Rotom is still more important than Dreadnought. And first Rotom is the least important objective in this game. Bees are literally more important than first Rotom. Like, 720 bees, infinitely more important than first Rotom. I don't even think that's controversial. I truly don't even think that's controversial. Thankfully, my Machamp is going absolutely insane down here, and he has a brain. Which sometimes, if you only have one other teammate that has a brain, like that's all you really need in solo queue. So shout out to that guy for using his brain and fighting over an important objective. Oh man, shout out to the Pikachu as well. I mean, someone needed to be top lane, I guess. Not really, but I don't know. That was just a really, really dumb fight all around. I don't know what my Wigglytuff is doing. I think I mean, he's playing the game a little bit now, but he literally threw the first part of the game. You guys saw what he was doing, just roaming around, being level 3 on Dread Spawn. Like, that's just some cringe shit, man. But I don't know. We're doing all right. We went super huge on the pre-Dread fight. Speaking of going pretty huge, I'm gonna have to do that again. I can take out this Decidueye, hopefully. Oh, Absol, please stop that score. Please stop that score. We can still win this. We can definitely still win this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, where'd he go? He died. Cringe. How'd he die? Is that potion? No shot. I just didn't get a KO because of potion in the current economy. Bro, potion Blastoise. God, really, dude? Potion Blastoise, man? Is that what we're running these days? All right, sure. Sure. Guess. Okay. All right, we have plenty of time to get this Rotom before Dread spawn, so we should have, yeah. Rotom should spawn before even the 30-second countdown for Dread starts, so this should be the easy fight to take. Oh, this Blastoise goes down. That's a big flamethrower. Oof. Speaking of big, that's a pretty big Blastoise Unite too. But I'm actually just getting so much value out of my AoE damage here and flamethrower. You see how much flamethrower was doing in those fights? Like, oh my goodness, boys! I got all 4 of them. Oh my lord! I did not think I got all 4 of them, but holy cow! Yeesh, boys. Okay, did not expect to do that much. I knew I was doing a lot of damage. Did not expect to get a 4K out there. But we take this. No, we do not gather there. Wiggly, we do not care about pushing Rotom into second base past 5 minutes. We do not care about that. We care much more about Dreadnought. The only reason we're even at that Rotom fight is because Dreadnought wasn't spawned yet. It is literally the only reason. Full heal out of that. I'm very close to taking. I'll take it to my Unite here, and we could probably. No. Fight blast on it. Okay, Machamp's insane. This Machamp is insane. Can I get my Unite off? The Decidueye Unite is very strong. The Decidueye is really, really good. Can't wait to get to Decidueye, but man, this Machamp is going absolutely bonkers this match. I'm not gonna be able to stop this bottom score, unfortunately, and neither are my team. I mean, we broke top, so I guess it's worth. We literally trade second top for second bottom, but I don't think that's a good trade personally. I mean, it gives us base Rotom. I guess it's worth. I guess it's probably worth in the end, but I still don't like doing it. This is a borderline Unite, so I'm probably not gonna throw mine here, but I could. This is some big catch-up experience too. He's level 14 already. We take that. We can just full heal out of any. Okay. Well, I am basing. Okay, dude. That is the dumbest play I've ever seen, but he gets rewarded for it. All right. Is the rare 240 Unite that, like, I mean, 250, whatever. It doesn't matter when the Unite actually was. Point being, it was a terrible Unite, and he got rewarded for it because he got a double kill out of it. So he's going to continue to do that, which is fine. It's fine. Never Unite there, because now he's not going to have a pretty damn good stealing Unite move for Zapdos. So they have really, that's one less way for them to steal Zap, which is good for us. Please don't take my red buff, Pikachu. Thank you, Pikachu. I don't really need level 15 this game. Ooh, I don't like the Unite. All right, we got that. Got that guy. I wanted the Grin, but I'll take both. I'll get both here. All right, Pika, help me with this guy. Help me with this guy, Pika. Help me with this blast, guys. Help me with this blast. We win. All the while, my Wiggly is just flipping. Lovely. You take out this bro. It doesn't have Unite. We can just KO it real quick. Hopefully, someone helps me with it. Pikachu, thank you. All right, now we can fight. Now we fight this. Now we fight this. It's Outraged Unite. Oh, gosh. Got it. Oh, boy. That was a rough fight. Okay. Can let our Machamp score. Machamp only has 20 points, but fine. Just let him score. Yep. Catch, bud. I waited an extra half second just to make sure he's winning. I don't know what the scoring animation timers are. I'm not really trying to try like that, but you know, just in case. Gonna ping a retreat real quick, just in case. This Machamp player, absolutely cracked though. I must say. This Machamp player is absolutely cracked. Get back to base, team. Get back to base. All right, Absol's back. I'm just gonna jump bottom. Hopefully he knows to go top then. No. The only, I really only think that if there's only 2 people back, you need to both be on a lane. I don't think there's really much value in sitting on base. I think the 3rd person should sit on base. Personally, that's how I think it should go, but it doesn't seem like it'll matter in this instance. 5 seconds, I can start pushing up. I can just not move anyone out.
2, 1.
All right, there we go. GG's. Shout out to this Machamp. Absolutely cracked player. And like I said, sometimes all you need is one teammate with a brain. My Absol, he was fine. The Pikachu was pretty good, but the Wiggly was a little bit sus, especially early game. You cannot come down to bottom path at 720 still being a Jigglypuff. That is just unacceptable behavior. And we won MVP. I don't know if I deserved that, but shout out to Goopiter. Very good player. So that guy popped off for sure. 81 MVP rating, 12 and 9. 14 and 7 on the Machamp, 4 and 21 on the Pikachu. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of a carry, a little bit of a you know, a 3v7, but who's counting? Definitely a pop-off moment. 89k on the damage too. You'll love to see it. Highest in the game. Oh man, that did not feel like that much damage, but hey, when you're actually doing stuff in team fights and you're actually popping off, that one fight over second Rotom was so fun. I still don't know how I got all 4 of them, but we take those. And that is an excellent Charizard jungle game. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you're playing Charizard in lane, just play extremely passive. Like, I don't want to say passive. It's just, you have to really know when to pick your spots. You're extremely squishy. You're very, very diveable by literally every character in the game. So you just have to really play at range and hope to steal stuff with your fire spin. That's the only real way you can get your 5 early. As soon as you get 5, you can do whatever the hell you want. But man, is it rough to get Charmeleon in lane. So if you're playing lane Zard, be careful. If you're playing jungle Zard, just do whatever you just you know, pop off king. But yeah, Charizard, definitely a great mon. More suited for the jungle than anything, but it's an adequate laner. It's not the best, but you can get away with it if you have to. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think of Charizard, and I will catch you all in the next one for probably the easiest character in the game. All right, see y'all then. Bye bye.